We love hip hop.
Can we talk about that quick before we get into this list? I pissed some people off the other day, I guess. From the Island Diaz party.
Shout out to Island Diaz.
Yeah. You know, the timing's not right yet. I'm going to get back at you when the timing's right.
Yeah.
That's my code for put in some more work.
Yeah, okay.
I might be blunt sometimes, like, yo, bro, you only got 1,700 followers. Like, no, come on.
Yeah.
Put in some more work. Salute to the man them from over there at Island Diaz. And I guess what I had to say there about, you know, the parameters for getting an interview on the We Love Hip Hop podcast, not everybody was happy with. And I feel I said something about if you only have 1,700 followers, then don't expect to get an interview because you still have to put in more work. I feel like everybody fixated on the 1,700 followers and just says, oh, so you need to have Instagram clout or we ain't fucking with you. And that's not the case, fam.
Okay, cool.
Right?
Cool.
Because somebody who has, let's say 1,700 followers, but now I go up on their Spotify and I see them have millions of streams, or I see their music videos are popping. You know, they're doing concerts.
Yeah.
The few posts that they do have on their page are from them doing packed out shows.
They're just not active on the Insta.
So I'm going to tell them no? What the hell am I going to tell them no for? That'd be me being stupid. But everybody was like, oh, you only got 1,700 followers. Is that what it is Friday? Oh, my God. So what is it about metrics? No, fam.
It's not.
Are you putting in work in any kind of way?
Yeah. And is your 1,700 resonating with the rest of what you're doing? Like, you could be on a some guys can have a buzz a little bit and they can be at 1,700, but you turn around next week and it's at 3K.
Yeah.
Because they're moving. They're progression. Every week you see something happening with them, right?
Mm-hmm. And those 3K are 3K loyal. We're
fans.
going to actually go click the link on the bio, stream your shit. Yeah. Now we're a new fan of you.
Yeah.
Right? Not 3,000 and only 100 of them actually care about you.
Yeah, I get what you're saying because there could still be. I've seen a lot of signed artists with low numbers on Instagram, low numbers with YouTube, but they're still doing things in the industry because they're building their criteria. Right?
They're just not busy on the gram like that, but they're doing other things.
But they're doing other things, and then that can come across your desk, and you'll be like, okay. Let's do it. Right?
I clicked the link on the bio.
Because
I'm like,
there's something
shit,
interesting.
Look at all this other stuff you're doing.
Exactly.
You got interviews with this person here. You did a festival.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Like your Instagram says 5,000 followers. Like you're not crazy on the gram.
Or no, 1,700.
Or 1,700. Right?
Right?
Fam.
We've spoken about this, bro.
Yes.
And you've explained. I've had to learn the system too, in a sense, where I have to give you your flowers because if it was me now, I would probably be taking come through, right? Yeah. But it's because it's a business that you are conducting. So for something to last this long, they have to see it as that's the challenge, artist. I'm gonna get my thing up because even when I was doing my artistry, when I would take a little break, I'd make sure I get back up. I would make sure I tag you in things.
Yeah.
I'd make sure you see me. I'm coming. A couple times I put out one video. You didn't put it on a countdown. Then I came with another one. Then you put it on. Mm-hmm. Because you see now, he didn't just put something on and then boom, fell off again. No, he put another one out. Then he put another one out.
Yeah.
Okay, he's doing his little thing. He has you have your trap houses behind you. People, I post something, you see the comments, you see everybody going off.
Yeah.
And that's what's called transition. So it's a thing where I get where you're coming from. You need to see it moving like a machine.
Fam, at least the potential of some movement, right? Like the few people, like there's people who have 45,000 followers, and they bought all that shit.
You can't fill a room.
They can't fill no room. You click the link on their bio. Their music video has 1,000 views.
Yeah,
but they got 45,000 followers.
It makes no
that
sense.
Don't add up.
It doesn't make sense.
They got mad comments, but the comments ain't real neither.
No.
I can tell those too. So you can't just be like, okay, well this guy has a bunch of followers.
Bots.
Friday's gonna say yes. No, I can tell if it's fake.
Yeah, we can tell.
I'm not dumb.
Very much so.
Right? So like I don't know. I just felt kind of crazy when people got so mad at
me. They had their opinion. I read the comments, right? They had their opinions, and a lot of there was to agree to disagree. Yeah. I'll say that. And it wasn't, I don't even think it was a direct attack even at you. It was them now understanding your whole how you run this foundation.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're taking it in like, oh shoot. So if I didn't have, so I gotta have 5K and Instagram fuckery going on. No, it's not that, fam. Because they have to understand. But those are the people that some of them don't even make music that I seen talking in the comments.
Fam, there was one guy who left a long comment. I went, I looked. The man had like 300 followers.
Yeah,
he didn't make music. I'm like, so why is your opinion so long, bro?
Well, that is something that you should take into consideration, that the person took the time to even write that.
I appreciate it.
Right? On something that you've spoken about and that they're even noticing that, right?
Yeah.
So you're not doing it for clout. I know that for a fact, right? You're just fucking going off and talking and doing your thing, and they're like, holy smokes, that's what, but you're being real. That, like, if you've said it in the most, if you had to say it in public, that was the best way. You said it in the most respectful way, I believe. And instead of you saying that to a man on their DM, and then they don't understand it. You know, when you text someone, yo, B, you're dissing? And you could have been like, you just say no. And then they'd be like, they can think it's an abrupt no, like, no. But really it's like, no, this is the reason why.
Yeah.
You're not giving them the end reason why. So if you were wondering why maybe Friday didn't link me back yet, he's hating, yo, fuck this, okay, now you heard, now there is an actual something on film that tells you, go to that, and then you'll understand the game. So if I was a guy on the come up, I would be like, yo, that's how he's moving. Okay, guys, team, yo, time to have more presence, time to have more ways to making this platform notice us, because when you get on our platform, things can happen for you after that. And you know what I mean? Good things, positive things.
This is true. I'll add on to that. It's not about even, oh, that's how he's moving. That's not how I'm moving.
No.
That's how the industry's
moving.
That's how life moves.
Yeah.
Life doesn't reward the people who ain't putting in work. Life rewards people who are putting in the work towards getting to their goals.
What you put out is what you get back.
Exactly. So it's not the way that Friday operates. You're not going to go to a company and say, yo, sign me, but I never put out any music. I barely put out any music.
And nobody knows me.
And nobody knows me. But invest in me right now.
Yo, my whole
because I'm amazing at rapping.
Yeah. And my whole hood pull up still.
They're going to be like, security?
Yeah.
So why should I be different, fam? Because I'm black? There's black execs too who are going to tell you, get out of my office, fam. Like,
who the hell?
You have no songs out.
Yeah.
You have 500 followers and you're here at the Sony office?
How'd you get in here? Security again.
Right?
But no, fam, you're on the man them, so you should just have mans on. Yeah, but when you're doing your things to put yourself on, there's nothing wrong with that. I would take that, and that's not a diss. If I'm an artist and I want to see myself up there, fam, all as I'm competing with the mansum that are on these lists that you're already doing, I'm gunning for them, and then I'm because I'm gonna make sure I get on that list. Yeah. So how did these guys get noticed? Oh, consistency.
Yeah.
How did they get on the list? Because every month they drop a video.
Or at least every other month or a few months. There's some, they pop up and they don't just pop up online, they pop up with music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like some of the people who are repeat guests on the show, and some of the ones that people are like, yo, you're only having them on because they're clouded, because they're online, like, you know, like a Chromas or a Mula First or any of these people like that. Not only do they have online antics or whatever you want to call it, right, or presence, they also drop music. Or Chromas, when she was dropping music, she was dropping music.
Yeah.
Right? So even if people were like, oh, I hate what she did on Instagram, 2 months from now, she's dropping a new music video, whether you like the song or not.
And then after, you're going to see her on the screen, on the TV screen too, because she's in Robin Hood. So there's a lot going on for her team.
Yeah.
Whatever she's doing.
Yeah. It's like,
so there's something to talk about.
You can't just be an Instagram star and call yourself a musician and think you're going to get an interview either. That's the thing. That's what I'm saying. If you're just on the gram all the time and you're popping on the gram, that's cool.
Yeah.
But we're not, if I come to you for an interview, it's not because I'm interviewing you for your music. I'm interviewing you because you doing some popping shit on the gram at this point. We're having a different kind of conversation.
Yeah.
Because if you want to quote unquote call yourself a musician, you barely drop any music.
Or it's like,
so I'm just calling you in for a personality. You're a personality to talk to,
which is okay. If you want, if you're smart, you turn yourself into that, and then you present some music, right? But these guys don't think that.
But that's the different. It literally would be a different kind of conversation than like, if I'm bringing this person in to have a conversation about what's your musical process? How did you start rapping and all that? I'm not going to ask you none of that. And then you're going to be like, why isn't he asking me about my music? Because nigga, you don't put out music. You're just popping on the gram.
This is the best example where I'll give it to him. Daddy Rambo. Personality on the gram, in a sense, comedian. You know what I mean? Made me laugh mad times, right? But then one day, me hear him drop his music. I was like, thank you. Now I'm gonna. I pressed it, and I sat there and I listened to the boy because he presented himself in that sense where I didn't know about you before.
I didn't know you made music,
and I didn't know you made music, but I knew you as a person that can come with political sense and everything and voice your opinion, and you seem to have a voice of reason. So I listened to the young man, and then I seen him play some music, and now I'm like, wow, give me more.
Multi-talented.
Okay.
And the thing is with Rambo, we had got him on the network on our old show 6 list back in the days. And before I even knew he made music. You know what I'm saying? The boy AJ interviewed him from back in times, and he was talking about Saji, and he was just on because we considered him a personality. Right? So that's a whole different conversation.
Right.
When it comes to interviews.
And then it helped him. Right. Because I'll be real, if he just came out with music and was like, yo, fam, I made music, me. And then I never knew of him to do it or anything. Never gave me that notion that, yo, I just want to do. You see, there's 5 of my videos out right now. Like, I've been doing this since 2000, doing my thing.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, okay, I must have missed you. All right, cool. Let me check you out now.
Yeah.
Right? Those are those guys that stay consistent. So you can kind of give them that bly of like, you know.
Well, also, I've interviewed a bunch of personalities.
Yeah.
Like Bilal.
Yeah.
Sagittarius Shoddy. All these different people. They don't make music.
No.
Right? But I say all that to say, if you make music.
Yes.
Okay? And you're trying to get on the show and promote your music.
Yeah.
You still have to have certain criteria before you get on the show.
Very much so.
Right? If you call yourself a musician,
then
have some following of people who are listening to your music, whether it's on your Spotify
or wherever.
Man. Just do
the right steps.
Don't complain that man they had you on the show yet.
Shortcuts never get bro. Don't take shortcuts.
Yeah, straight up.
Don't take shortcuts. Then they're not always good. You know what I mean? Take your route.
Yeah,
it's meant for you. You know what I'm saying? Same way in, same way out.
Yeah, man. But salute to all the rappers out there.
Salute.
We love hip hop.